Raja, since you are a master makeup artist, we thought we'd play another little Halloween game with you called
Trick or Beat.
Oh. We're gonna show you a beat mug, okay? And then you can tell us your professional thoughts on it.
So like toot or boot, but
yeah,
trick or beat.
but trick or beat. But we want, and I'm sure the kids at home also want your opinion on it and what you might do differently.
Okay, let me put on my reading glasses.
Creating it yourself. Yes, get your reading glasses together, darling.
Okay. I get in trouble a lot for my toots and boots, so.
You do. Now, how do you navigate that? Because you stay pretty truthful.
You know what, I just gotta say, you know what, you're lucky that I'm talking shit about your outfit. So,
well said. All right, trick or beat?
Okay.
Aquaria.
Now, beat is yes.
Yeah,
Beat,
sure, yeah.
Beat means yes, and trick means no.
I guess, well, we are making these rules up as you sit here.
Okay.
So yes, we'll say beat is good, trick
I'm gonna say
bad.
beat. Beat. I love Aquaria. That's Aquaria, right?
Yes, it is. That was Aquaria.
No, I love Aquaria. Aquaria is one of those wonderful, beautiful children who is so inspired, and what she does with her face and what she does with her makeup comes with such ease, and she just paints and everything looks clean and lovely, and I think that she has really kind of elevated the game a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
she
really
works a lot, and she always looks fucking flawless, and she's not one to be toyed with. She's a very, very smart kid, and she really knows what's up, and she knows her fucking references, and she just knows. She knows. She's a girl.
She came out fully formed like Athena.
Totally. Yes.
Next up, Raja. Evie Oddly, trick or beat?
Oh, wow. I love that.
And she's been doing a lot of variations on this on her Instagram. I guess
Of green or just...
Well, she's been doing green alien kind of looks that are different but the same.
I should follow less people. I think I follow her, but like I follow so many people that I don't really like my
Right,
timeline.
if you don't get to scroll, yeah.
There's so many people, but that's exquisite. I mean, if we're talking about beats, that's amazing.
That's a beat.
I really, really love what is happening in makeup now, because when I first started doing drag 20 fucking something years ago, it was really all about the minimal. All the girls had the thinnest eyebrows.
Oh, right.
Just a wash, a whisper of eyeshadow, the spindliest lash, very dark lip liner, and filled in between. But now kids are so creative. There's just all of this information out there where people are really experimenting, and Evie's of that generation, and so I love that. That looks amazing. It was a little Grinchy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that what it was supposed to be?
I think it's like it's alien, spooky,
Grinch.
Who knows? Yeah. Grinch-esque.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, trick or beat?
Okay.
Scaredy Kat, trick or beat?
This is probably a trick. Yeah. I think she could do better. I mean, it's just remedial. You know, it could be a little bit. Like I'm saying, kids today ain't got no fucking excuse to not be blended. Right. That was blocky. No. And I know her capabilities. I know what she can do.
Right. You've seen all the things she's done all season.
Yep. And that could have been better. So that would be a trick for me.
What do you think about a 19-year-old on Drag Race?
Ask my ex-boyfriends. So
you like it.
Yeah.
Okay, trick or beat? Fifi O'Hara of her 30 Days of Harry Potter.
Wow, that is. There's no words for that.
Yeah, amazing.
You know what the words are? Time. You got a lot of time. You have more time than I do. Or you utilize your time better than I do. That's what it is. Because that looks like it's really, like it takes a lot of time.
Pretty intense.
It is intense, and it's accurate, and it's like it really appeals to a certain group of people who do cosplay, and that's its own scene. That's even bigger than Drag Race itself. So beat. If there's a word better than beat, it's like
yes.
Beat.
Beat.
Beat. Yeah.
All right, and last but not least, trick or beat? all of these New York Magazine drag con super close-up travesty.
Oh my God. Actually, I've never seen all of them together.
It's really a moment. I mean,
Are you sure that's not that filter that made everyone look old? Is it that challenge?
I mean, honestly, the more you look at them, the more I actually love these photos.
Gia Gunn looks. My God. Who the fuck is that thing? No. Oh man, look at Nina West. Tammy looks the same. So does Ginger. No, that was really honey.
When that came out,
I will know better next time. Because they do kind of like shuffle you through this press moment when you get to Drag Race.
Right.
This was a huge priority because it was a magazine.
Right, New York Magazine, yeah.
You know, and it was a big, it's a very famous magazine, and it was one with a very well-known photographer. Oh, too bad, because there were so many of us, and it really kind of painted us in this light where it's like, I mean, it kind of took us all down a notch a little bit, in my opinion. It was not the best
It's a very harsh look. I mean, if you know New York Magazine, that's that cover style, is that cracks and all. But
they didn't tell none of us that. We was like, oh, New York Magazine, sure, honey.
Right, I'm sure it'll be so
gorgeous.
glamorous, the most beautiful, soft retouching.
And I'm not saying that the photographer was a bad photographer. He just wasn't a photographer that was equipped or ready for the drag moment. He was really that type of photographer that did that thing. So those look horrible. With that said, those all look horrible.
What did you think about the list that went with those that put everybody in order of most powerful to least powerful? Because even if you made the top 100, they had some pretty kind of cunty titles.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Sharon Needles' Halloween Horror was that she was in mid-tier, was considered mid-tier.
I don't remember what my placement in that was, but I really don't actually ever pay attention to those polls. I don't know what goes on Reddit or you always see those things on Facebook. There's different blogs, and I don't know what the fuck, but I never really pay attention to that. But it was just the entire thing was just weird. The whole fucking thing was weird. It just didn't make any sense. Like, what are you ranking us on? Like, I personally don't rank myself nowhere, none of it anymore. I was on Drag Race once, I won it, and I am a very confident person. I love what I do. I competed a long fucking time ago, 9 years, 10 years ago. And I'm done with that. I'm not here to compete with anyone anymore. I'm just here. I'm 45 fucking years old, proudly.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. It is my time and only my time. So y'all do whatever you can. Do whatever you need to do to elevate yourself. And I know my process and I know what my steps need to be. And that's it. So when I see all of that ranking bullshit, it's like, it's absolutely that. It's bullshit. It's like, how do you decide by the amount of money we make?
Right.
Like, well, then in that case, Bianca would be at the very top. So, and everyone else doesn't matter.
Well, that has been Trick or Beat. Yeah. Real easy. We just take something you do already, and then we add it in. Okay, well now it's time for something else scary.
Okay.
It's the questions from Reddit.
Say something about Reddit? Okay.
All right. These are the questions direct from Reddit, and I have not been privy to them yet.
Okay.
Do you have a dream look or ensemble that you've always wanted to wear that you've planned or conceptualized but have never had the chance to complete?
Yes and no. I would love to just be able to go on stage completely naked. Naked would be the best thing for me. I think I would find the absolute freedom in that because I have spent an entire, 20-something fucking years of covering myself in wonderful, beautiful things. And I have fantasized and created and fabricated looks that have come out of my fantasy numerous times in my life. but I've never been able to just bear it all and show my saggy, middle-aged ass.
Do we have a concept for the new?
My unmanicured pubes.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't be naked in that way, but just the freedom of it. When there's a beach in Provincetown where all the guys go naked, and we took a boat out there one day, and I was just like, fuck, I really, really want to take my swim trunks off right now and just show my cold, shriveled genitals.
And did you?
No, bitch.
Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me? Everyone's got phones now. I have my phone out.
Right,
They have
right.
theirs out, so.
Okay. What has it been like being in the scene pre and post RuPaul's Drag Race? And what are the best and worst parts of the drag scene now versus before Drag Race became mainstream?
These are Reddit questions.
Of course.
So I'm that girl now. I'm that girl who has to explain what it looked like before Drag Race because no one remembers.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was the only one alive.
Tell us a tale.
No, I think, you know what I do miss? I love where drag has come. I love that I can go to a convention here in Los Angeles, New York, or now in the United Kingdom and make some fucking money off fans. And if you thought that I was going to DragCon not to make money, you're sadly mistaken. It is a lucrative and especially fun moment. But realizing that drag is now an industry is surreal, to say the least, because I remember performing, at Rage with a Dreamgirls review and just really kind of loving it for that. There was no TV show. There was nothing really to aspire to other than just being fierce where you were at and kind of making a name throughout the country and sometimes around the world, but it didn't really have the same power that it does now. So to see drag where it's at now is wonderful. But I gotta tell you, I fucking missed back in the day. I missed when it was raw. I miss even being on my season when you could you can put just drag together. You didn't need to find that special designer who makes the drag outfits or the bitch that does the wigs.
Right.
And get your special lashes from this place and what palette are you using on your fucking face? Are you wearing what's her name, so-and-so? And it didn't have any of that. It was like, got it at the thrift shop. I made it look fiercer than what you're wearing. So please worship me and fuck everybody and let's just have a great time, And there was no cameras. So the trouble we could get into was so much more fun.
Right.
So much more fun when no one was really recording all of the tawdry, disgusting, filthy things you were doing in the streets in drag. Oh, I miss it. I miss it so much because I feel like it's just sort of been diluted in that way. You're losing the rawness and the provocative part of doing drag, and I miss that a lot. I miss it a lot.
All right, you did it. Those were the questions from Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go into Reddit more.
I mean, they love you.
Is it that simple?
Now, Raja, you have new music coming out. Now, this will be out the day before Halloween. So, will it be out by then?
That's the goal. That's the goal. That is really the goal. But it really is. I'm putting out new music. I'm actually also putting out old music that I created with my friend Patrick in Portland. Him and I had put this album, well, just a group of songs. We just got really stoned and created some really fantastic songs. But I got sidetracked with a bunch of different things in my life, and the songs kind of sat around for about 5 years. So we're gonna release those as a mixed tape, kind of lost, stolen tapes, all of a sudden rediscovered thing, and that's coming up. But also I'm very proud because I've been working with my friend Tyler, who just moved here from New York. He's now living in LA, and we've been able to collaborate on a new song that it's called Mood Board, and it's a double entendre, if you will.
Yeah.
Mood board, as in like a mood board.
Right. Yeah. For fashion inspiration.
Mood board,
or all
and
the rest.
also the mood is bored. I'm fucking bored. Oh, see what I mean? My earring is bored.
Your earring's like, bitch, we gotta go.
Yeah. No, but it also it's about just being bored. I'm bored with everything kind of looking the same. I'm just bored with the desperation of it all. I'm bored with cookie cutter drag. I'm bored with the industry of drag, although I'm also excited and exhilarated by it at the same time. So it's just about being, bored. What's next? What do you have to provide? What do I have to provide? What is fucking next? Because what you're giving right now might be a little bit boring. Step it up. That's what it's about.
The Queen has spoken, everyone! Lady Red, you have fun with Raja today.
Oh my God, so much fun with Raja. Yeah.
We're smoking a blunt after this, sis. This is our ritual. This is what we do. Do not fucking disappoint me, or I won't come back for another 3 years.
Now that's spooky.
Lady Red, you gotta get it done. Well, Raja, you've turned it so fiercely every time we see you on every runway, and here today that you have snatched a trophy, sweetie! Another win for our queen. And you've also won yourself a lap dance. Hit it!
Happy Halloween!
Now, while Raja enjoys her lap dance, Lady Red, take us out with a black lady screaming.
Hey, Queen!
Hey, Qween! Hey, Qween!
Ooh, I love
Yeah! Well, thank you to Lady Red. Thank you to our dancer, Gurgi. That's right, shake it around, Gurgi. That's right. And now you're finished. That's good. And thank you to Raja.
This is my lap dance dance.
Oh, I like it. It's very good. Thank you, and happy Halloween, sweetie. Now, Raja's gonna stick around and play a very spooky edition of Boca. And the Hey Qween official fall season premiere is in 2 weeks, so you're not gonna wanna miss that. Happy Halloween, everybody! Bye, baby. Happy Halloween.
Hello, children! Click here, and subscribe! You're welcome.